Welcome to the Positive Pants Podcast. Mindset, motivation, and inspiration to help you find your positive pants. Let go of negative thinking and stop living for the weekend. With your host, Fran Excel.
Welcome to the show. As always, it's Fran Excel, Mindset Coach, helping you find your very own pair of positive pants so you can get out of your own way and live a life that you love. And today, my first episode in January 2019. Happy New Year to everybody. And I hope you had an incredible break. Today, I'm talking about what is your comfort zone costing you? So, what do I mean by that? What is it actually costing you to stay in your comfy, cozy comfort zone? I see so often people fearing the things that are outside of their comfy, cozy comfort zone in favour of staying where they're at in life and in business. But the thing is, it's comfortable, yeah. It's easy, yeah. But are you happy there? What is, now I really want you to think about these next questions. What is staying there actually holding you back from and therefore costing you right now? What new things are you not trying because of it? What experiences, successes, or lessons are you denying yourself by staying there? What money in your business, what money are you leaving on the table by staying there? What life are you actually saying no to by staying there? Because the thing is staying inside your comfort zone, usually you're denying yourself from learning anything. You know, and your brain craves learning and growth. It's one of the key needs that we have as humans. It's genuinely also one of the best things that actually keeps your mind young and active too. So you create new neural pathways through learning. And if you're never pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, what are you learning, really? So without going outside of said comfort zone, you're literally keeping yourself exactly where you are. Progression don't happen by keeping things exactly the same. Productivity really isn't helped by comfort either. It's very, very easy to not push yourself in the absence of any sort of need or any sort of deadline or of any kind. There's nothing to drive you or motivate you. So which is preferable? Getting outside your comfort zone and growing as a person and potentially making lots of money and having awesome experiences and trying new things because of all the action you're taking, or staying exactly where you are. Where you are might be great. Awesome. You might be happy there, which is great. But if you're not, if you know or even think you could have and be and do more, then it's time to decide to do something about it. Can you think of a time where you've pushed yourself outside your comfort zone and really great things have happened? It's one of my favorite questions. You know, when you've been so pleased that you actually did the thing that you were terrified of or that was outside your comfort zone. You know, how did it feel? Go back to that moment, that instant growth, that instant sense of achievement, the boost in confidence and the rush of adrenaline. Insert prayer hand emojis here. So things is, it's a habit. You've essentially formed a habit of not taking chances, of not doing the scary things that are outside your comfort zone, which is where all the unicorns and rainbows live. You know, you've reinforced to your brain that it's actually better to stay where you are. And every time, and that now you've done that every single time. And so now it's just habitual and subconscious. But when you actually start to consciously push yourself, even a little bit, even baby, teeny, tiny pigeon steps, it becomes easier and easier every time. Now, trust me, I know. I was saying before I hit go, I used to be the epitome of Mrs. Fraidy Pants. Genuinely. I wouldn't do anything outside my comfort zone at all. There were times I would miss massive opportunities purely because I didn't want to do something on my own or didn't want to do something that made me feel uncomfortable, you know. And let me tell you, it and I was miserable. You know, I was constantly just reinforcing the belief that I wasn't good enough. You know, that everyone would be judging me, that I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. Every single moment I didn't take action, that's what I was reinforcing. You know, not taking action outside your comfort zone drags you deeper and deeper and deeper into listening to that self-doubt gremlin. It becomes seriously loud, you know. You just sit there and wait for things to happen and wait for things to change, and then you're annoyed with your lot, wondering why they don't change. So the other thing that can happen is that when you do actually choose to put yourself outside your comfort zone intentionally and consciously, it better prepares you for all those moments in life when it actually isn't your choice to get outside your comfort zone. Helps to deal with those unwanted or unknown situations much, much better, and helps to build your resilience to uncertain situations. And it essentially makes them much less traumatic for you when they do occur. When you build your resilience up, amazing. Tames a few gremlins right then and there. So why don't we do it then? Why do we know, when we know in our guts that it's so much better for us and all the good stuff is waiting just outside of our comfort zones, why is it so damn hard to get out of? Pesky, right? It's essentially because your brain thinks it's safe there. I talk about this a lot. The mind will do what it thinks is best for you and what it thinks you want. So you need to tell it otherwise. And that often comes with simply making a decision and going for it, taking the action. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. But you do have to make a conscious decision to change that habit and form a new one. And that's where it gets a bit tougher. Now, the favorite tools that I use, Mel Robbins' 5-second rule is my absolute favorite tool for this. You simply count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and physically move. That's it. It wakes up all the right areas of the brain associated with forming new habits. And once you're up and moving, and it gets easier every single time. And then you form that new habit over time. Genius! So I use this tool literally all the time. Comes in really, really handy for things, all the things that you don't really want to do. Yes, exercise. I'm looking at you. It's genuinely one of my favorite tools. So if you haven't read her book, definitely go and get it. The other thing that I love to do is simply feel the fear and do it anyway. It's an oldie but a goodie, but knowing and trusting that the confidence and growth comes from doing, you just have to give yourself that little nudge. So now what? With all this lovely newfound ability to take action and push yourself, you do it again and again and again. Take action after action after action. Think about what that could give you right now. What have you been holding yourself back from? What have you not invested in because it was outside of your comfort zone too? Or you knew you'd inevitably have to get outside of it by investing? What opportunities have you missed? What people have you not worked with? What events have you not gone to? Who have you not met because of it? How much money have you left on the table? Yeah? Want this to really get those cogs turning, because short-term pain for the long-term gain is worth it in my book. So where could you be this time next year if you just took a few steps that felt a little bit uncomfortable to begin with, but then meant that you grew in confidence, took action, and ultimately stopped costing yourself the things you currently are? It's expensive there in your comfort zone. Marinate in that little vision for a moment. Yeah? 2019 now, guys. It's time to get comfortably uncomfortable and stop costing yourself so much. Yeah? And I really hope that's hit the spot and inspired a couple of people into action this week. Whoop, whoop, we love action. Because genuinely, you can make change today and you won't recognize yourself in a couple of months. Seriously. So if you have been thinking with me a little closer, my prices are going to be going up in February. And just let's hop on a call and see how I can help you, because I can help you. So as always, I hope that was really helpful, and I will see you next week. Bye.